Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Life on Autos YouTube channel. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel on this beautiful April day here. It is beautiful weather and the sun is shining. And good news is that the snow has melted because we did have a little bit of snow this morning, but that has actually cleared up. So that allows us to get into this video that is finally going to be regarding the BMW 5 Series that we have here. Gotta have a quick dinner first. Behind me here is our 2018 BMW 530i. In the xDrive trim. Our BMW 5 Series here is finished in the black sapphire metallic, one of my favorite colors from BMW. The BMW 5 Series was originally introduced in 1972 and has come an extremely far way. So now I'm going to show you a picture of how far it has come in the many years that it has been around. So that is 47 years that this 5 Series has been around, and BMW has definitely come a long way with their cars, every one of them. This here is a BMW 528 from 1972, so as you can see, it has come a very far way since then. Just by looking at these pictures here, you guys can see how far BMW has come in only 47 years. And I know that you guys will enjoy this video if you are an enthusiast of the BMW M Performance products, because I know that I sure am. So as we unlock the car here, the mirrors do unfold, and we do have two flashes to indicate that the car is fully unlocked. We do not have the full adaptive LED headlights, but that is an option with the premium packaged Enhance. And on this particular model, we do have the Premium Package Essential, which is a $3,500 option, and it still does have some of the goodies that you will not find on the base model 5 Series. Now, our 5 Series here actually handles very well in the snow when we have our snow tires on, of course, because currently we are just running our summer performance tires that came from the factory on this vehicle. But for the summer conditions, they work absolutely incredible. They are very responsive. But in the winter, of course, they are absolutely terrible. Now, one of my favorite features of the 5 Series is the ability to roll all of your windows down from your remote control. So to do that, all you have to do is have the vehicle unlocked and hold down on the unlock, and this will open all of your windows. So now all of your windows will open, and your sunroof will open as well. So this is a very nice feature if it is a hot day outside, and if you just want to get some air into your car before you enter it, in case it is very hot outside. Now, this is not the ideal temperature to have the windows down, so now we're going to jump in, go ahead and put the windows back up. So now you do have smart key access on all 4 doors. Now, to unlock the vehicle, all you have to do is make sure that your key is on your person, and you can unlock the vehicle, and you can also lock it using this button. So now let's jump on inside of the 5 Series. So now as we step on inside of the 5 Series here, you do notice that we have this M logo, which does illuminate when it is dark outside. We have a beautiful door design here, which is finished in I'm not too sure what it's called, but it is a very nice texture. It's got a texture to it, and it looks extremely good on inside of the vehicle here. And the door itself does look good. You do have your power seat adjustments here, so your settings for 1 and 2. And going down here, we do have our power fold mirrors. So just click that and your mirrors will fold in, and click it and they'll go back out. Our BMW 5 Series is equipped with BMW's hi-fi sound system, which does sound really good, and it definitely does compare to the Harman Kardon, which we had previously in our 2014 528i. Now as we step inside, it does have a beautiful steering wheel design with our heating right here. So just click that to engage it. We have our cruise control. Unfortunately, no paddle shifters, which would be awesome, but we don't have them. And over here, you do have your sound controls and your BMW control for your concierge and also your phone. And you have your mode. And here will actually allow you to go through the heads-up display, this button. So that is this button right here, which will allow you to go through your heads-up display. Now, this BMW 5 Series is very awesome at night because we do have the ambient lighting interior, and it is actually set to the blue, which is actually the color of the stitching of this vehicle, which looks amazing. So we do have the blue stitching with the black leather interior, which in my opinion can't be beat. Now let's face the camera around the other way. You guys can see the second row. Back seat is extremely comfortable, and we've actually done 3 road trips in this car, and it is very family friendly, although even though it's just a mid-size luxury sedan, it definitely suits our needs. Our 5 Series here currently has 8,862 kilometers, and we have owned this vehicle since December of 2018. So as you can already tell, this is a beautiful interior. Moving down here, we have all of our controls, including our camera, which let's turn the car on. But I will show you guys that after. We have our parking sensors. Here we have all of our different modes, including our Eco Pro, which you can use on road trips, and that does change your dash. We have Comfort, which is good for a daily driver. That will change your dash as well. And finally, the best feature, or let's say mode, is Sport. So now, this is when your dash really changes, and we have our M logo right there. So we can tell, once again, this is a true M Performance product. Now, moving on to our seats here, we do have our seat features on the side here, including our power lumbar, rear adjustment, and we can also move our seat up and down. We can move the front up and down. We can also go back and forth, of course, and we do have our thigh extensions, which is manual. We can pull that out, and then we can also push it back in. Here we do have our lighting. So we are currently in the automatic mode, but let's flip it on over. And now our lights are on, as you can see in the messy garage behind. But that is a complete eyesore. Let's flip it back. And we have our parking lights on now. So now let's just flip that back over, because it is annoying. Okay, so that is flipped back over. So our car here does have BMW's 8-speed automatic transmission with the Tiptronic setting. So all you have to do to put it in drive, push on the brake, pull back, and that is in drive. And then to put it in reverse, push it on this lever, and push up into reverse, and park as usual. And then when you want to get it into your manual feature, just push over to the left and you can shift manually. Almost like you're in a manual transmission without a clutch. So now with that information, let's go ahead and move on to the rear of the vehicle. It is a low step in height, but that is to be expected out of a mid-size luxury sedan. And I know, dirty floor mats once again, but you can actually do a really shiny job with them by using tire shine. So that's just a helpful hint for you guys. Solid thunk to the door when it closes. jump into the second row here. You are greeted with the same door design in the rear as you are in the front. Now once again, we do have our M illuminated badge and a beautiful back seat area with the blue stitching, which does look amazing once again. And we can also see our ambient lighting kicking in finally because it is getting dark. Now the back seat of the 5 Series gives you lots of room. I've got tons of room, I'm very comfortable, and I am 5'7". Now moving on here, you do have your ability to control the temperature in the rear for each passenger on either side. You do have your 2 vents here, and each passenger in the rear has these vents on the door which they can control themselves, and then you guys can all have your own climate when you're in your vehicle. And I know it does suck, but these seats in the back are not heated, and that's okay because we don't usually even use the back seat that much because we usually just take the Volvo everywhere, which does have the rear heated seats. But in my opinion, these back seats are a lot more comfortable than the XC90, and they do hold you in place. They're almost like the front seat, although you can't beat the front seat in this vehicle. So me being 5'8", I have tons of headroom here. It is amazing to see how much headroom you can get out of a mid-size luxury sedan. Now before I forget, we also do have 2 power accessories here, so you can plug anything in here, and there's also a clip to go back on with them. I believe you can use this as a cigarette lighter as well, but who wants to smoke in a beautiful car? That's just disgusting. Now let's check out the trunk area of the BMW here. We do have our dual exhaust here, which does make the rear end look of the vehicle, and we do have this gray painted area down here, which looks amazing on the contrast of black above. Now moving on to the tailgate here, we do have our automatic kicking feature. So just have the key on you, and the trunk will open at some point. It's clearly not working, so let's just use the key. So yes, I know there's junk in the back, but it does actually fit a lot of stuff back here. It is surprisingly big for the size of this car, and you'd be very impressed, even if it was cleaner. But as you can see, you do have the basic knowledge of the trunk size back here, and it is a very comfortable space here. You can carry a lot of stuff. Of course, you're not going to be sitting in the trunk, but you can carry a lot of good stuff back here and not have to worry. And you can actually load things fairly easily here. There's a pretty good gap between the top and the bottom here. So yeah, that's everything for the trunk. Now let's go inside again in the driver's seat, and we will start it up, and I will go show you guys the engine here. So let's click the brake and press the start button right here. Now it will start. The dash is fully on now. We have all of our basic necessities, including our speedometer and our RPM range. So now to pop the hood, let's go ahead, pull this lever twice. Now we will go outside and check it. Now our 5 Series here has the 4-cylinder twin power turbo, producing 248 horsepower, and I will link the torque numbers below. Over here you do have your windshield washer fluid fill, so you can just dump it in here. Now the engine is very, very quiet when it is running, and you can definitely tell that it is a 4-cylinder, and of course, if anything's fuel efficient, that's what you want. We do have these metal bars here to hold it into place. I don't really know why they're here, but they do look pretty good. We do have our BMW badging and the twin power turbo, and here you can fill your oil. So that does look like a very good, well organized engine compartment. So now let's go ahead and close it. And by the way, it does not have any lever to hold it open, so we can just go ahead and close it. There, 3 pushes later. So now I did put the 5 Series back in the garage because it is freezing cold out. But now we can just go through this infotainment here. So this is a touchscreen, but we do prefer to use this here rather than getting the touchscreen all dirty. So let's just click menu. And now you can see the ambient lighting, which does look absolutely incredible. You can never pass up an ambient lighting feature. Looks just stunning around the entire cabin. It looks like a spaceship. Honestly, it's just absolutely beautiful. So here now we have our media and radio. You can go through your satellite. Let's just go back. You have your FM, AM, your CD, DVD. I have my phone hooked up to this. Now let's go back. We can check out our communication. Here you have your contacts, your recent calls. You can dial a number. You can go into BMW Assist, messages, and you can do a whole bunch of other cool stuff with it. And now once again, you can see everything's lit up down here. And before I forget, we do have our heated front seats. This is actually a touchscreen display. It's pretty cool. And you do have your fan speeds here. Let's just keep that off for now. Surprisingly, we have a CD player right here, which is very, very rare for any vehicle in this modern day. But I guess for those senior citizens or some elderly people, they still like their CDs. So good for them. Good for BMW for still including this for some people, because I know they really appreciate it. And why you remove something when people enjoy it? And here you do have your My Vehicle, Connected Drive, and some other cool features. And once again, if you're wondering about this feature here with your finger, you can turn up and down the sound just by using your finger here, just by turning. So you never need to actually use the volume dial anymore. So that's definitely a cool aspect of owning a modern BMW in the 2019 year. So now let's jump on out and finish up this video. Okay, so that is going to be our wrap for today's video on the 2018 and 2019 BMW 530i with the xDrive and the M Performance package. So I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe, like, and also comment on this video. And you can also feel free to comment on future videos that you would like to see on the channel, and I will be sure to make that happen. And you can also check out my new website and also check out my Instagram account, and I will be linking that in the description box below. So once again, guys, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.